welcome. Good evening. We're listening to Canadian singer-songwriter Bobby Dove in the background. This is a song called Hopeless Romantic, and I am wearing a Bobby Dove t-shirt. I'm so excited. I got it in the mail today, and good thing, because it's the only clean t-shirt I could find for tonight to wear. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shirt, hey. Thank you, Bobby Dove, for sending this. It arrived perfect timing because I just moved, and locating clothing is a bit of a challenge. So love the Hopeless Romantic t-shirt from Bobby Dove. And the song is Hopeless Romantic, you're hearing in the background. How are you all doing tonight? Thanks for joining. Yeah, so I just moved. Yes, awesome new room I'm in. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for helping me clear it out. Yeah, this is my new music room. And yeah, you know, I can give a tour towards the end, but because, you know, this is my very own music room that I'm able to set up here. So I'm going to be asking people for some tips and, you know, some ideas on what they want to do. One sec. Or what I should do in my new music room. Yeah, band room. Here, this is, there's nothing really to look at. Here, I'll spin you around the room. It's just a room, well, it's not so full of boxes now. It's just got, I think, just the boxes that should be here in the room. And a closet full of guitars. I got my live stream lights set up. Yay, I ducked those out. And my camera tripod is very technical here. It is sitting on, let me just check my shot. Yes, I have the corner. What's backwards? Oh, everything you're seeing is backwards, right. Yeah, so my tripod is sitting on top of my guitar case. And on top of my guitar case is a merch box full of t-shirts. So that is my very fancy setup tonight. But hey, it works. Yeah, the room is backwards, I guess, on the camera. So, you know, I would love to hear some thoughts on what you think I should do in this room. I want to make it fun and creative, and this is where I will be live streaming for Musical Mondays moving forward. It feels so good to have a dedicated space, I can't tell you. Yeah, it's been a bit of a year. My partner and I have been kind of nomadic and living in all kinds of different places. We were living in this tiny 300 square foot trailer in Souk for felt like a long time, but I think it was just a few months. And I was doing Musical Mondays in front of a curtain, but it was in a curtain in the corner of this tiny bedroom. So I was like mashed in, and all you could see was like this little square with me in it, and that's all the room I had. So it was kind of fun, you know, to kind of try and do this in all kinds of different places. So back to this room, I'm eager to get it set up and get it happening for Musical Mondays. I should say that Musical Mondays next week will actually I'll be doing it live from Vancouver, I hope, because I'll be in Vancouver next week for work. And yeah, I'll find somewhere to do it. So anyway, I'll be in a different spot next week. So we'll see how far the room progresses the week after that. And I have to confess, I do not know where my writing books are. tonight. I didn't have time to dig them out, so I'm winging it tonight, and I'm not gonna do songwriting, but what I wanted to focus on was my rhythm guitar style and my finger picking. So I'm a rhythm guitarist, definitely. By heart, I'm not a lead player at all. I'm not super familiar, and I haven't really been that interested in figuring out the up and down the neck. You know, I did take a class last year with, I'm gonna forget her name, but she's the lead guitarist from a band from New York. Anyway, I took a course online during the pandemic, and it's just not my thing to do live stuff. I don't know, it's kind of like math for me, or not live stuff, but lead stuff. I guess it's kind of like math. My brain doesn't really compute the shapes or the structures. I guess I'm much more of a rhythm player, so here I am. So let's talk a little bit about rhythm. So couple of things, and I only really became aware of this when people pointed it out to me. I'm just, you know, when I was first starting to write songs, when I was a young singer-songwriter, lead singer of the band Hazel Motes in Vancouver, I was just doing stuff that sounded good. So and people started to point things out to me that I often play in a circle when I strum. My strumming is going in a circle. So here's an example of that. This is from my song, This Is Not Religious. So, could you see it's like I'm riding a bicycle with my strumming arm. But yeah, so that's, you know, I do tend to play like that a lot, and can be quite an assertive strummer with my strumming arm, and especially that song, you can really see it. Another thing that I do, not that often, but you know, I guess it is kind of a signature thing I can do with my strum. And I think this came about from, you know, I was in a band for many years, but also played solo quite a bit, and being a solo singer-songwriter, just wanting to have some variety and variation in the sounds I was making. So with my 2 hands and my 10 fingers, so there's definitely the strumming, the different strumming patterns. But another thing that I tend to do, and I did it in this, the song that I just played, This Is Not Religious, was I damp the strings. So as I'm strumming, this part of my hand is hitting the strings and kind of creating a syncopation and a rhythm all on its own. So it's like yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it as I'm deconstructing it. Okay, I won't deconstruct, I'll just play it so you can hear it for a sec. So you can see after that really strong downbeat, I'm doing this, I'm kind of like dragging it's like I'm stopping the strings, but I'm also dragging my arm, or the pad of my hand up. It just creates this really neat syncopation. in is called, did I mean to play it like that, or was it natural? You know, I didn't think about it. That's a great question. I didn't think about it at the time. It just felt, I don't know, I guess it just felt natural. It just felt like it worked for the song. And I think I was just looking for something that was kind of rocking, and on an acoustic guitar I wanted to rock, so that's what I came up with. This song, I do that a little bit as well. This one has strumming and picking in it, and a little bit, actually, a lead part, which I can't play on this guitar because I don't have a cutaway. So it's kind of hard, but anyway, the strum, I'll play a little bit of the strum. So it's a similar thing where I'm using this part of my hand for some syncopation. So what I mean by syncopation, it's not just straight ahead. There's like a little bit of variation to the beat. So on the upbeat, I'm just very quickly silencing the strum. So it almost gives this a bit of a reggae feel to this song. Better sing your lady blind. Oh, won't you smile at me and I'll smile back. Oh, turn my face any way you like, my love, and I will talk to you. Silent night, oh silent, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, ha ha ha, ho. The rain is melting your little goblins in the night. Oh, won't you have a kiss from me? Nervous invalid, ha 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 ha, ho. A nervous invalid, ha 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 ha, ho ho ho, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, ha ha ha, ho ho ho, ha ha. Woo! And then there's this middle part where it goes up the neck without a cutaway, and I play this little I can't really play it very well. A little picking part. Ah. It's raining, and I do this, it's pouring, I do this spoken word thing. So that song has a little bit of everything for me as an artist, as a singer, as a songwriter, as a guitar player. It's got a strum, it's got some lead, some picking, it's got lots of singing and spoken word in it. Actually, when I first wrote this song, I wrote it when I was in the band Hazel Motes, and the lead guitar player in the band at the time, Dan Kroneman, came up with that little lead part, that should play it right. And I remember learning that. So when I started to play it solo, I wanted to incorporate that into my interpretation of the song too. It's raining, it's pouring. Yes, it actually totally is the atmospheric river that has hit BC, that's come off the tropical Pacific and funneled all the way up here. Intense amounts of rain and flooding. For people who watch this from other parts of the world, we've had just bonkers weather here, and my hair's kind of gone bonkers too. It's like got this total curl thing happening. Yeah, it's just been an intense weather day. Yeah. Okay. let's see, so that's some strumming. Let me think. There's another song that combines picking and strumming, and then I'll play just a picking one. Oh, thank you for saying my hair looks good. Did I ever consider being a weather person? Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with weather. So yeah, I should actually become a weather person. That might be my next career. This one combines picking and strumming. And I'm picking with a pick. And if you can see my pick, I don't have other picks readily available right now. But this is the pick I love, and it's well, they're all flat, but it's a thin, so it has a lot of flap to it. It moves easily. They break easily too. And it's quite a bit bigger than your usual guitar pick. Has quite a bit of surface that hits the strings. And I like holding it. I like it solid in my fingers. Next week I'll try and dig up a guitar pick that you may have seen. It's a little bit of a different shape than this, but these are Fender picks, and they are, they're called ultra thin or something. So I'm using a pick to do finger picking, so it's pick picking. This song is called Easter Hands, and it starts out with some picking. Since I played this song. Woman hating, woman loving, worship. Woman hating, woman loving, worship. Anyway, I'm doing a very bad job of my own song, but you get the idea. This is me unrehearsed. So that's a little bit of a combination just to add some variation in the song, in the arrangement of the song. So let's see, what other one will I do? I'll do one more tonight. And let me know, you guys, I know you've been asking questions, so let me know if you have any other questions about the songs. Let's see which one. That's just plain picking. I've put my pick down, so I've just got my fingers on the go. This is an early song that I wrote when I was a youngster. It's a I think this was the first picking pattern I learned. It's just a straight ahead, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and the numbers are corresponding with the fingers in 4/4 time. With a plucked bass note. That song just popped into my head. I don't think I've played that song for, gosh, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years. That's clearly I need to go into my back catalog and play these songs a little more often. There's some good ones back there, I think. But here's a more recent one. That the picking, so that song I just played is called Stand, and that came out on an EP when I was in Hazel Moats many years ago. And this, the next one that I'll do is called Mosaic, and that was off of not my most recent album, but the one before that, No Static. And it's a song that I wrote with Ron Yamauchi. And this one has more of an intricate picking pattern, and give me a sec, I have to get it in my head. No, it's not Mosaic, it's In My Dreams. In my dreams, you play the most interesting roles. In my schemes, I play a part in a world made whole. You, when I finally close my eyes, are the memory that I prize. Because you're in my head, I can't wait to get to bed and shut my eyes. Oh no, shut my eyes. There we go. Fall in the deep together forever. See you in my sleep. There we go. So yeah, that one is more, it's more there's more going on in that pattern than in the previous song, where I've written the picking pattern to match accompany the vocal line a little more. So it's not just this straight ahead repetitive thing going on in the background. It's going with the rhythm and the meter of the vocal line. To a gentle little strum with no pick. Together forever, see you in my sleep. Last night I was walking without you know. Last night you All right, there we go, fine people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for those of you who are able to tune in live, and also thank you for those who watch it later on Instagram Live and on my YouTube channel. Until next week, looking forward to seeing you next week. I'll be streaming from Vancouver. And don't forget to check out Bobby Dove's music and merch, this fabulous t-shirt from Bobby Dove, on Spotify or all the streaming platforms. And I also have a single coming out this Friday, Oppenheimer Park it's called. So I'll focus on Oppenheimer Park next week. And take care and see you then.